Hi everyone, it's me again. So welcome to the first week of KICK. We're looking at, in the first phase, we're going to focus on digestion. The aim of phase 1 is healthy gut flora. That's what we're going for. So all of these decisions we're going to make over the next 2 weeks are to focus on healthy gut flora. So you'll get a manual, so please read through that manual because it has all this information and more. So if you miss anything on this, or there's something I've forgotten, it will explain it all on that. So please read through that manual. So the reason we want to focus on your gut health, is because your immune system is in your gut. So everything that your body does, your decision making, your mood, your emotions, a lot of it is driven by what's going on in your gut. So if you sort your gut out, it will help you with many different things. So that's why we're focusing on gut health. And so much research has been done about weight loss and gut health, and all the things. The most common thing found in overweight individuals was poor gut flora. So if we can just sort out your gut, you'll be digesting things better, you'll be absorbing your nutrients better, and you'll reach your goals a lot quicker. So that's the aim of this first 2 weeks. So in the manual there are 7 steps we'd like you to follow. Now we're all individuals, some of these will really suit you, all of these may suit you, or 2 or 3 may suit you. So just figure out what ones work best for you. Try them all, try it once. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but if you can, do as much as you can and figure out what works for you. So step 1, we all know this, it's not rocket science, you don't need a degree to figure it out, but it's something that none of us do, a bit like drinking water. We hardly drink water, we know it's good for us. Chewing our food. Now I'm also dreadful at this. Digestion starts in the mouth. As soon as you put something into your mouth, it actually starts on your plate. As soon as you see something on your plate, your gut starts to produce, or should, if it's working well, start to produce those chemicals required, those enzymes, in order to process your food. So as soon as you start chewing your food, the same thing's happening. We're chewing things up here, but stuff's starting to happen in our gut. So really chew your food well. We're aiming for, if we can, 50. If you can chew your food 50 times, especially with things, fibrous vegetables, we want you to be eating lots of fibre, which I'll go into in a minute, but they have this layer around them that needs to be broken down, and that can initially start by breaking it down in your mouth, and then the gut and the stomach will finish it off. So we want to be chewing your food 50 times. Meat, vegetables, all those types of things, chew mad. You almost want it to be liquid in your mouth before you swallow it. So that's step 1. Step 2, this might be quite new to you. Sort of in the UK, it's something that we're not that common, not that knowledgeable about. We don't do that often. It's eating fermented foods. Now in the preparatory video, I showed you something called sauerkraut, and that looks like this. So this is kind of fermented cabbage, and that's what fermented food is. It goes through a process of fermentation, and what happens is when we eat this, we get all those lovely, friendly bacteria in the gut. It just gets them all excited, and that's what provides a healthy gut. So the way to eat this would be, I actually just eat it with it straight out of the fridge. Just before I'm about to sit down to my meal, I might have a forkful, or you get sort of that mid-afternoon craving for something. Forkful of this, because it's quite not vinegary, it's quite sharp. It sort of satisfies that. You don't really want some sweets as well as some sauerkraut with it. So I'm just going to give you. Okay, so start eating fermented foods. On your manual you have a list of, I think we've suggested maybe 8 different types of fermented foods. I've shown you one there, sauerkraut. That works great for me, it might not work great for you. So have a look at that list. Also research, have a bit of a Google on fermented foods to see what you can do. You can make all these kind of things at home. You can also buy them online. So that's step 2. Step 3, like with any program we do, your body is going to perform better if it's not relying on sugars for energy, if it's not got sugars in the gut, of course, kind of getting all that candy, the sort of yeast things going in the gut. We need to eliminate sugars just to make the gut a healthy environment. So that's step 3. Step 4, go organic where possible. It's not always possible to go organic with everything, but things you can do. Most supermarkets do stock quite a good level of organic veg. Where possible, really well sourced meat. Really be careful with your meat. I'm a firm believer in eating meat, but I also believe we in the UK eat a lot of far too much meat. I would go for quality over quantity when it comes to meat. So if you're eating meat 3, 4, 5 meals a day, snacking on it, eating it at different meals, maybe cut that down to 1 or 2, and you might spend the equivalent, but it's on better quality, as opposed to, better quality, not quantity. And so go for quality. So that's organic. The reason we go for organic as well is all the pesticides on the foods that we eat, and they do mess around with digestion and gut health. So they cause a bit of havoc there. So go organic where possible. Eat lots of fibre. Now, if you're eating loads of green vegetables anyway, you're cooking loads of smoothies, great. That's got your fibre in it. I would go for more we've got a list of foods on your manual again, which is a list of sort of high fibrous foods. Some of those foods on there might not agree with you, but again, we're all individuals. Have a try, go for ones that agree with you, avoid the ones that don't. Obviously there's a lot of marketing out there that the benefits of grain and fibre, the body can't absorb that as well as the fibre you get from vegetables and sort of legumes and things like that. So eat lots of fibre if you can to help sort out that gut bacteria. The other tool we're adding for the next 2 weeks, and it's something that I do quite regularly, I alternate between this and liver health, and take a really good probiotic, and that's what this is, Pro B11. It'll last you a long time. Keep it, as soon as you open it, actually whenever you've got it, keep it in the fridge. Keep it nice and cold in the fridge, and you want to be taking the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up, go to the fridge, 1 capsule, large glass of water, and then have your shower or sort of get yourself ready. So that's that, just 1 a day in the morning, first thing with a large glass of water, sort of half an hour before you actually eat anything. So that's that. And then finally, and that also helps, that sort of replenishes all that good bacteria in the gut, which is why we do that. And then finally, the 7th step, or our 7 steps, is apple cider vinegar. So some of you might already know this, others of you it might be quite new to you. So this is something I said on the prep video that I keep in my cupboard anyway, just to make sauces with. But what we want you to do over the next 2 weeks is add a tablespoon of this to a glass of water and drink it 15 minutes before a meal. That's going to start to get those digestive juices going. So when you actually do sit down for your meal, you sit down nicely, you've got a nice fibre full, big fibre full meal, and you're chewing it 50 times each mouthful. With that combined, your body's going to really start digesting all this food, all that really good food you're giving it. It's going to start taking all the nutrients and vitamins from the food that we're eating. And so basically all this is doing, we're trying to benefit from what we're putting in our body, we're trying to make our gut benefit from what we're putting into our body. So that's your 7 steps. And then just to recap, down here we've got what we want you to eliminate over the next 6 weeks. So caffeine's a no. Sorry about that. You can have green tea. Green tea is okay. It has got caffeine in it, but it's much healthier caffeine than sort of your black teas with milk and your coffees. So green tea is okay, but avoid caffeine. Like I said before, we're eliminating sugars. Fruit sugar is okay, and I'm going to go on to that in a bit. Processed foods, obviously bread, biscuits, cereals, all the obvious stuff, all the things we advocate all the time. So we're eliminating processed foods. We're eliminating grain for the first 2 weeks, so no rice, no rye, no spelt, but quinoa is okay. We're eliminating dairy for the first 2 weeks, so no goat's cheese, no normal cheese, no milk. Small amounts of butter to cook with, it's fine as well. And then we're going to eliminate starch as well, so no potatoes, no sweet potatoes, but anything else is fine. We're just going to eliminate that for the first 2 weeks. The reason we're doing this, I know we are eating like the forever phase, but we have found over the years we've been doing this, people do get much better results from eliminating things like grain and starch, because they are quite high in sugar as well, and that's what we're trying to sort of eliminate for now. And then finally, an obvious one, I don't know why I put it in capitals, but it's an obvious one, eliminate alcohol too, because that's alcohol is that sugar that it doesn't benefit you in any way apart from maybe relaxing you for half an hour. The stuff that you drink, it goes straight to your fat cells. You don't benefit from it in any way in the body. You drink the alcohol and it's stored straight in your fat cells. So we're eliminating alcohol as well, which means you'll also sleep better, which will also mean you'll sort of recover better from the exercise you're about to do and what you're doing to your body. Okay, so that's the first little phase of phase 1 digestion.